From Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go, this is Valley News Live at noon.
New for you at noon, our CBS affiliate KPHO is reporting that a West Fargo man was killed in a plane crash in Arizona. According to police, 55-year-old James George III was flying a single-engine plane when it went down near the Buckeye Airport yesterday afternoon. Buckeye is nearly 40 miles west of Phoenix, Arizona. A number of police and fire units were at the scene. According to the Federal Aviation Administration, George was the only person aboard the powered hang glider, better known as an Evolution Revolite sport aircraft. The police department says George was an experienced pilot and has flown the glider before. The glider was registered with a Buckeye resident, but the owners of the aircraft were not involved. The runway at Buckeye Airport was closed during the investigation. Buckeye police are still trying to figure out what caused the crash. Also new for you at noon, shoppers at the Dilworth Walmart may have gotten a bit of an early scare this morning when a number of police officers and deputies made their ways through the store. Police were responding to a report of a domestic disturbance call around 3 a.m. Myron Jensen was arrested and is now facing drug possession and paraphernalia charges. Hanson Runsvold Funeral Home has posted the obituary for fallen Fargo police officer Jason Moszer. Moser's funeral is scheduled for 1 p.m. Monday, February 22nd at Shields Arena in South Fargo. Thousands of people are expected to attend. His visitation will be held from 11 to 12:30 Monday, also at Shields Arena. Information about sending flowers or memorial gifts and an online tribute wall can be found on the Hanson Runsvold website. To read the full obituary, head to valleynewslive.com and click on this story. Can we expect spring-like temperatures for the last part of our week? Let's go ahead and check in with meteorologist Robert Hahn. Robert?
We're certainly going to see some much warmer weather as we wrap up the week and head on into the weekend. Along with that, a little bit of mixed precipitation not out of the question today. Relatively quiet. We're starting to see some breezy conditions out there and temperatures starting to warm up, with those winds making it feel a bit cooler than these temperatures that have warmed up into the 20s in most locations. However, we're still hanging on to some upper teens in Roseau and Wadena. It's 27 in Fargo, also 27 in Wahpeton and in Valley City. I mentioned the winds. There they are, 5 to 15 miles per hour for the most part, with some stronger gusts. And again, that's taking the edge off of those temperatures. We've got wind chills in the single digits and teens across the region, so you'll still want to bundle up as you head out the door. Lots of clouds once again today, and we're going to continue to see some mostly cloudy skies. Precipitation-wise, don't expect too much. You might see an isolated flurry from time to time, but for the most part, it will be a dry afternoon. I'm going to show you the first 2 days of that 7-day forecast today. Some low 30s. Look at tomorrow. Windy, but much warmer with temperatures into the lower 40s. We've got some more warm weather on that 7-day forecast, as well as that chance for a little bit of mixed precipitation. We'll get into all that here in just a few minutes.
Thanks, Robert. A man is facing charges after trying to drive away from Moorhead police early this morning. Police say the slow speed chase started in Moorhead. The man's vehicle was stopped in the traffic lane on 8th Street near the Dairy Queen. And as officers were waiting for the tow truck, the man drove off. Squad cars followed the driver into Fargo, where he pulled into a gas station parking lot at 2nd and NP Avenue in Fargo. That was just before 1 a.m. Wayne Anderson was arrested in Fargo for resisting and was booked into the Cass County Jail. He's also facing charges in Minnesota, including fleeing police and driving without a license. South Dakota is on track to become the first state telling transgender students which bathrooms they must use. State senators approved a bill Tuesday that had already passed through the State House. It would require public school students to use bathrooms that correspond to their birth-assigned gender, not the gender they identify with. The same rule would apply to locker rooms and showers. The bill now goes to Governor Dennis Daugaard, who is expected to sign it. But some transgender rights activists are telling him, talk to the people you're affecting.
I think it's important for Governor Daugaard to remember, as he stands behind his statement, that he has never, that he cannot recall meeting a transgender person, that these bills are about real people, and he has a responsibility to sit down with some of the people who actually vote for him to hear their voices.
The bill still allows transgender students to request what it calls reasonable accommodation from their schools. Supporters say it matches better with the federal law requiring equality among sexes in public education. A lot of Minnesota Vikings fans have driven by the outside of the new U.S. Bank Stadium, but now the first big look inside in nearly a year. Lou Ragus reports.
The stadium will be ready to roll on July 29 when they hand over the keys.
Inside the new Minnesota Vikings stadium, the first thing that strikes you is its sheer size. But stadium officials say because of U.S. Bank Stadium's design, you don't feel like you're in the nosebleed section.
We have suites that are closer to the action than any in the NFL. We have seats that are closer to the action than any in the NFL.
2 huge scoreboards are in place at each end.
It's 90 by 55 feet tall, and that one's 120 by 85 feet tall on the west end.
That only makes the big screen the 10th largest in the NFL. But they argue the placement makes the scoreboard superior to other stadiums.
Because it's not center hung and you can see them from anywhere in the stadium.
In the concourse, some concession stands are finished, while others still need finishing touches. The luxurious club rooms look ready to go.
This is an ideal club because it's got the view of the river and the riverfront, as well as the stadium and the action.
And this is the view from what they call the Purple Club. These luxury seats in club rooms were what was severely lacking at the Metrodome and stand to make the Vikings a lot more money here at U.S. Bank Stadium. Because this is what makes money for the club, right?
Well, it's also a fan experience.
Stadium officials are touting uses for the stadium beyond NFL games.
We're booking weddings, we're booking corporate meetings.
They say everything will be ready for the first big event, a Luke Bryan concert in August.
The stadium roof lets in a lot of sunlight. 60% of it is clear material, which stadium officials say will still reflect a lot of noise and create that home field advantage. Rock and roll legend turned country music artist Steven Tyler is coming to WeFest. Today, organizers announced the Aerosmith frontman will join the main stage lineup for this year's musical festival. Tyler and his Nashville-based band Loving Mary will join previously announced headlines performers like Eric Church, Kid Rock, and Tim McGraw for the 34th edition of WeFest. That's in August at the So Pass Ranch. Remember to like Valley News Live on Facebook to follow the latest news, weather, and breaking news updates anytime on your feed. Just go ahead and search Valley News Live, like our page, and you'll stay informed all day. We will be talking with Sanford health professional about ways to improve your heart health. That's coming up next.
You're watching Valley News Live on TV, online, and on the go. Always on, wherever you are, whenever you need to know. Valley News Live.